settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Donald Parham from 19 yards away. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss, 32 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And
looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Joe Mixon, 69 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 27, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Touchdown, Raiders. Donald Parham. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That one complete to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Rodgers to throw once more. Out route to Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Now Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Raiders first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Rodgers going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has it.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
You block over here.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And some space here. Pushes past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Mixon will try the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 8 coming up. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's a give to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Mixon up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second and goal, Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Back to Mixon on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Moss. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 626. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 12 more yards there and another first down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers. Man open, it's Moss complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that